What if I told you that the very medications you take every day, thinking you're staying healthy, might actually be slowly stealing your mind? Behind the scenes, geriatric specialists are sounding a desperate alarm. A landmark study from Johns Hopkins revealed a terrifying truth. Adverse drug reactions send over 2 million seniors to the ER every single year. Most of these emergencies were completely preventable. Today, we are exposing the 5 medications hiding in plain sight, drugs that sit in millions of medicine cabinets that researchers are now calling a public health crisis. CTA. Before we start, look at the bottles in your home. How many meds does your loved one take daily? Comment the number below. We are replying to everyone. 2. 5. The Innocent Sleep. Visual. Labels of Benadryl, Tylenol PM, and Advil PM appearing on screen. Host. We begin with diphenhydramine. You know it as Benadryl or the PM in your pain reliever. Because it's over the counter, we assume it's safe. It's not. The mechanism. This is an anticholinergic. It blocks acetylcholine, the chemical your brain uses for memory and learning. The study. A study in JAMA Internal Medicine followed 3,500 seniors and found that using these for 3+ years increased dementia risk by 54%. The aging trap. In a 30-year-old, this drug clears in 4 hours. In a 70-year-old, it can linger for 12 hours. You aren't just sleeping, you are sedating your brain's ability to function. The exit strategy. Switch to non-drowsy antihistamines like Claritin and look into CBTI, cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, which has 0 side effects and better long-term results. 3. For 4. The heartburn trap. Visual, a 3D model of a hip bone becoming porous and brittle. Host. Next are PPIs, Prilosec, Nexium, and Prevacid. They are miracle drugs for heartburn, but they come with a steep price for your skeleton. The mechanism. Your body needs stomach acid to absorb calcium and vitamin B12. When you kill the acid, you starve your bones. Image showing the process of calcium absorption in the stomach and the role of stomach acid. The proof. This increases hip fracture risk by 35%. The surgeon's warning. For a senior, a hip fracture isn't just an injury, it's a life-threatening event. 20–30% of seniors do not survive the first year after a hip fracture. The exit strategy. Don't just mask the acid, fix the cause. Eat 3 hours before bed, elevate the head of your mattress by 6 inches, and identify triggers like coffee or spicy foods. 4. 1-3. The calming poison. Visual, a slow-motion shot of someone stumbling and reaching for a railing. Host, Xanax, Valium, Ativan. For 50 years, we've used benzodiazepines for anxiety, but the American Geriatric Society now lists them on the Beers criteria, the list of drugs seniors should almost always avoid. The mechanism. These meds cause chemical clumsiness by overcalming the central nervous system. The proof. Users are 41% more likely to fall. In the brain, they mimic the effects of long-term cognitive decline, with a 51% higher risk of dementia. The warning. Never stop these cold turkey. It can cause seizures. Work with a doctor for a 10% per week taper. Replace the habit with mindfulness or low-impact exercise which boosts natural GABA levels. 5. 2. The opioid illusion. Visual, a dramatic red bar graph showing a 400% spike in fall risk. Host. Number 2 is a crisis within a crisis. Opioids, Vicodin, Percocet. We were told they were the answer to chronic pain. The data says otherwise. The mechanism. Opioids actually cause something called hyperalgesia, where the drug makes your nerves more sensitive to pain over time. Image illustrating the pathway of opioid-induced hyperalgesia in the nervous system. The fall risk. In the first 2 weeks of taking an opioid, a senior's risk of falling increases by 400%. It's not just a painkiller, it's a balance killer. The exit strategy. Topical lidocaine patches, physical therapy, and even certain low-dose antidepressants can modulate pain pathways without the fog of opioids. 6. Bar 1. The bladder secret, visual, an image of a brain slowly fading or becoming transparent. Host. The number one most dangerous medication class for your brain? Bladder drugs like oxybutynin, ditropan. Millions of seniors take these for overactive bladder, unknowingly trading their memory for bladder control. The mechanism. These are the most potent anticholinergics on the market. They cross the blood-brain barrier and starve the brain of acetylcholine. The proof. A 2019 study showed a 50% increase in dementia risk. Researchers found measurable brain decline in just 2 weeks of use. The exit strategy. Pelvic floor exercises, Kegels, can reduce accidents by 60%. If meds are required, ask about mirabegron. It works on a different pathway that doesn't touch your brain's memory centers. 7. The final verdict. Host. Aging doesn't have to mean confusion and falls. Often it's not old age. It's the medicine cabinet. Call to action. Share this video. You might save a life or a mind today. Look at your bottles, talk to your pharmacist, and ask, is there a safer way? I'm your name, and this is for educational purposes only. Always consult your doctor before changing meds. Stay safe, and thanks for watching. See a